You are calling in remotely. If you get ready to say something, you still, please state your name so we'll know who we're talking with. Do we have anybody on the line now? Can they hear me? Should be.
I mean, this is Alan Teague without
Anybody else? Okay. We'll go ahead and get started. We'll call the meeting to order. First item on the agenda is to approve the minutes from the December 18th, 2019 Policy Board meeting.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Any against? All right, moving on. Second item, adopt resolution 2016 approving the updated continuity of operations plan, or we say co-op or COOP, for the Decatur area MPO.
This plan is basically, we did this plan in 2013, and it's basically what they call a COOP plan. It's required by the Federal Highway Administration, Federal Transit Administration. During this virus that we've had, we went back in and I had Lee to update some information on how we back our data up, how we work remotely, and some of that language inside the COOP plan. So basically, it's an updated COOP plan to coincide with what we've learned since 2013 about how the operation of MPO can be carried on in event of natural disaster or a pandemic or anything like that.
All right. So we have a motion to adopt resolution 20-16.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Do we have somebody else join us? It beat, don't it? Item number 4, adopt resolution 2017 to amend the FY 2020-2023 Transportation Improvement Program, or TIP, to include the following project: resurfacing on Sandy Road, 2,800 feet from site to State Road 3, US 31.
This is a state project. It's industrial access money. It's, if you don't know where it's at, it's north of the river, up around Calhoun. They went in and there's some new industries that's locating up there, and the state was gracious enough to give them money to do some resurfacing. And I believe that project's probably already done. The Limestone County engineer called and said that it was completed and was ready to go.
All right. Do we have a motion to approve this resolution?
Second.
All right. Motion and second. Any discussion? All in favor? Any against or any opposed? All right. Motion carried. Item number 5, adopt resolution 2018 to amend the FY 2023 Transportation Improvement Program TIP to include the following project: reconfigure traffic signals to aid with left turning movements where State Road 67 or Beltline Road intersects with Veterans Drive, Central Parkway, Sandlin Road, and Motors Road.
This is a Trip 2 project that the city of Decatur received with Senator Orr's help. It is being put into the Transportation Improvement Program. It is ongoing. There's still some surveys being done out there on the intersections now, and should see some work being done in the near future on that to realign the intersections.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes,
Can
sir.
I say something?
Sure.
Thank you. I just want to thank the city of Decatur, the mayor, and the council president are here. I sit on the A-Trip 2 committee, which is important for smaller type projects, and hopefully this will help the traffic on the Beltline that stacks up and turn signals, and where you don't have a permissive left-hand turn. And but the city stepped up to do the match. Was able to get the original amount, but then when we had further discussions, they wanted a 10% match,
Something like
and
that.
so the city had to come up with around $200,000, give or take. And was fortunate that they saw the importance of it, because it would hurt to get the money for the match. So I appreciate your leadership.
Thanks, sir. So we have a motion to approve. adopt resolution 2018?
Yes.
We have a second?
Second.
All right, we have motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 6, adopt resolution 2019 to amend the FY 2020-2023 Transportation Improvement Program to decrease the cost on the following project: resurfacing State Road 3, US 31 from State Road 36 to the south end of Flint Creek Bridge.
This is a state project. It's in the resurfacing program for this fiscal year. It was a decrease in funding. A lot of times city projects, they have different estimates. Sometimes the estimates come in a little lower. I believe this project is bid, if I'm correct, Clint, and it did come in a little bit lower than what their estimates was. So that should be getting underway sometime this summer, I would think.
We have a motion to adopt resolution 2019.
So moved.
I'll second. I guess I can do that. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The resolution carries. Item number 7, adopt resolution 2020 to amend the FY 2020-2023 Transportation Improvement Program to decrease the cost on the following project: resurfacing on State Road 36 from State Road 3, US 31 to the west end of I-65 Bridge to include the CSX Railroad.
This is the same type of project. It's a state project. It's under the resurfacing program. It's scheduled to be started sometime this summer. It is a decrease in cost, and it's the same as the other project that we mentioned previously.
All right. Do we have a motion to adopt resolution 2020? Have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution 2020 is adopted. Item number 8, adopt resolution 2021 to amend the FY 2020-2023 Transportation Improvement Program to increase the costs on the following project due to a cost overrun: County Road 141, Danville Road, add lanes from Stone River Road to County Road 197, Motus Road.
This is a project where this project's been completed for quite some time. When AlDOT actually closed the project out, they seen a balance in the funds that they passed along to the city of Decatur. And basically, this was an MPO project, much like many other projects that's in the past. The next one on the agenda is also an MPO project. Both of these projects was overrun. So whenever the city got the invoice for these, since it was both MPO projects, then come back to the MPO to where the MPO could pay 80%, and the city would be responsible for 20%. The city has already done a resolution on their 20% match for both of these resolutions on the 21 and the 22. One of them was the Danville Road project. That project's quite old, but we have them to come through the system sometimes. This is probably like the third one that I've seen. The next one is the pedestrian overpass over the railroad bridge. I can't remember what the name of the bridge is, but it's the pedestrian bridge over by Bank Street is what it is.
So we could actually do 8 and 9 together.
You can,
All right.
and the MPO share on the Danville Road or the resolution 2021 is $98,073.59, with the city paying $24,518.40. And on the pedestrian bridge, the MPO share would be $9,949.62, with the local match, city of Decatur, being $2,487.40.
Do we have a motion to adopt resolutions 2021 and 2022?
So moved.
All right. Do we have any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So we've adopted resolution 2021 and 2022. Line item, next item 10. Adopt resolution 2023 to amend the FY 2023 Transportation Improvement Program to decrease funding on the following project: resurfacing on State Road 20, US 72A from .33 miles west of State Road 3, US 31 to .54 mile west of I-65.
This project's another state project. It is Highway 20, which is in Limestone County. It's just east of the Y, all the way down to Interstate 65. This project is scheduled to bid quickly, or might already bid.
It was that last Friday.
Yes, so this number that's in here may change. It may be a little less, it may be a little more since it bid, because these numbers was before that project bid. So since it has bid, it should be underway sometime in the near future, sometime this summer.
Thanks, sir. All right, you heard Dwayne's explanation, so do we have a motion to adopt resolution 2023?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion
I
carries.
do have a question. Maybe this is for after, most of that will be done in the evening, or can be done in the evening?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but surely we set that up as a nighttime job. I'm very confident saying we set it up as a nighttime job.
Thank you.
Item number 11, adopt resolution 2024 to approve the draft 2021 Unified Planning Work Program for the Decatur Area MPO.
This is a document the MPO does every year. It's basically the task and the budget we have for the next fiscal year, which begins in October. The monies are still the same in this document. Everybody's match is still the same, so there's no changes there. There is one change in the back to where ALDOT and FHWA wants us to show carryover monies that we don't use, PL funds that we don't use. We put a task in the back called carryover funding that can be used for studies such as the intersection study we're doing, such as the 6th Avenue study. Them studies was using PL funds, which we use to run the program. Right now, there's about a little bit over $92,000 in there that we have carryover funding. If we decide that we want to do some kind of study, corridor study, planning study, we can use that money to do that. It would just require a match. The intersection study that Scott and them are doing now out on 67 and Bethel Road, the county commission, city of Decatur, and the town of Priceville all provided to match at $7,000 apiece. So we funded that study through the MPO funds last year. So if that money's there, we kind of, and it can only be used for study. It can't be used for projects. It can't be used for engineering. It can't be used for any of that. It can only be used for planning studies. So if we look at something and we want to do it, just let me know and we'll work through that. Other than that, it's still pretty much the same. Like I said, there's no additional cost to the local membership.
Yeah, thanks, sir. You heard Dwayne's explanation. Do I have a motion to adopt resolution 2024?
So moved.
Second. All right. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution 2020 carries. Next item. Adopt resolution 2025 to amend the FY 2020-2023 Transportation Improvement Program to increase funding on the following project: replace the southbound bridge, bid number 000882, State Road 3, US 31 over Cedar Creek.
This is another state project that actually increased in cost according to their estimates. So we are updating the tip to show these or reflect these changes.
Is that what other work's going on the side too, part of it? So, all right, we have a motion to approve or adopt resolution 2025. We have a second? Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Resolution 2025 is approved. Item number 13, adopt resolution 2026 to amend the FY 2020-2023 Transportation Improvement Program to increase funding on the following project: resurfacing on North Seneca Drive from Old Highway 24 to State Road 20, US 72A, including the Norfolk Southern Railroad crossing.
This is a MPO project for the town of Trinity. The new cost estimate has gone up. I contacted Mayor Goodwin, and he said that the city was good with a match being increased on that. So we're asking the MPO today to approve this.
Have a motion to approve resolution 2026.
So move.
All right. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution 2026 is carried. New business? No new business. Do we have any ALDOT or MPO staff news or updates?
Yeah, you want to go? You can go, and then I'll.
Yes, I'll do that on Wednesday. Unless Alan on speakerphone insists on doing it.
He sounded like he was gasping for breath a minute ago. I guess he's still okay.
I'm here.
Did you hear that?
I know some of y'all, but I'm Clint Baker. I'm here in place of Mr. Vincent, who couldn't be here today, and my boss, Alan T, couldn't be here in person today either. As far as what's going on around here in the MPO itself, yes, like I said, we just talked about Seneca Drive in Trinity. It is on schedule for the August letting, August of this year. Then the next two coming up are just getting off the ground. There's the intersection improvement of Don Bridge Road and US 31 down south of Decatur. The PE has authorized, and construction letting is scheduled for fiscal year 2021. After that, there is a culvert replacement on West Morgan Road over Baker's Creek. That is sponsored by Morgan County. I've been talking to Brian Links about that a bit. And its PE has not authorized yet. We have not authorized it yet. And its construction is also scheduled for fiscal year 2021 sometime. Then as far as our state projects, the big two y'all know, Greenbrier Road on 565 is wrapping up just in time for us to mess everything back up again with 565. We had the pre-construction meeting with the contractor last Friday, and I was told that that contractor intends on starting this week. That's what I was told. That one, y'all probably seen in the news, it has an disincentive date tied to it. It's sometime in December of 2021. It's like December 7th or 14th or something like that. But it's December 2021 is that cutoff date for the incentive, disincentive. Just there, the works, we should expect the majority of the work to be done in the evening. That's the bridge builders that are scheduled for, the weekend. There's no bridge work as part of this project. Yeah, those pillars are a problem past the end of this job. One of the reasons why they take it any further farther than we did. There's no bridge work as part of this job. They will have to set some barrier here in the next couple of weeks. So once they get some barriers set, it'll be shifted just like Greenbrier was. There'll still be two full width lanes of traffic. Once they get the barriers set, they'll be doing work off the barrier, off the side, work whenever. And then once they're done with all that dirt work and they pull the barrier up, we have told them, yes, then you gotta do nighttime work. Unless it's too cold to do the paving work, you gotta do. That you can do, we've told them only nighttime work at that point. And past that is just resurfacing jobs. I did confirm that 20 just across the river, it is a nighttime job. The one from the split in our district office up to the interstate, it is a nighttime job. It was just that last Friday. And there was also, as we talked about, there was State Road 36 going through downtown Hartsville to the interstate. It has been let and awarded. There's US 31 from 36 in Hartsville up to Flint Creek Bridge. It has been let and awarded. And then also last Friday was that US 31 over Cedar Creek Bridge. US 31 bridge over Cedar Creek hit that last Friday. And we'll probably have to vote on that again because the the apparent low bid was a good bit lower than that, the last estimate we sent in, which is a good thing. And then there's that A-Trip 2 job that, our survey crew just went out and surveyed all these intersections, because what we need to do here is be really sensitive on the layout and geometrics, and our survey crew, I believe, finished last week, and we've sent that to the city's design consultant for them to go ahead and start making decisions on what's going to be done. And that is all that we have going on my list. I can certainly take and answer any questions that anybody has about any of that.
Why is it gonna take 18 months on the 565 project? That's incentivized to get finished in 18 months? It seems a little long just for a resurfacing adding the lane, albeit, but you've already got your road, I'm gonna call it the road bed or the structure, you're gonna have to add shoulder and things like that. Why is it taking?
I'll preface this by saying that construction and actually turning dirt and getting your hands dirty is not what I do. I stay in a nice air-conditioned office, so construction days is not something I know a lot about. But around Mooresville, it's about a mile and a half all told from those pair bridges, just east of 65, right at the beginning of 565. It's about a mile and a half from there on up towards the medium area, where we are having to construct a whole new shoulder to the outside, a good bit of dirt work. I think we're increasing the footprint of the road by, I think 10 feet, either 8 or 10 feet off to the side, and we have to fill those slopes back in, and that's on both sides. And then, once you get into the medium area, you're right, the inside shoulder is good enough, we're just gonna restripe it. But then towards the end of the job, once you go down there at the bottom of the Beaver Dam Creek and start coming up a bit, there is a change, and we found that there's a change in the 80s when this was built, that some of the old parts of Old State Road 20 were left there, and y'all go out in Huntsville, you can see that inside shoulder, there's a change where it's nice and black and pretty, and then it's just god-awful old asphalt right there. That inside shoulder is not good enough to run traffic on. So we had to change the widening there to go to the outside, to rebuild that shoulder over there to make it good enough to run traffic on. With the median barrier rebuild to the outside is a lot easier than rebuilding on the inside. And then from that point there up to the top of the hill at the County Line Road ramps, that is also about a mile. So there's a mile and a half around Mooresville and a mile at the end where we are doing a good bit of dirt work. And again, so I don't know how our construction folks come up with their days, but that's what they come up with.
That explains a lot. That's helpful to know. I still, I know the mayor met with him, but the other mayors met with Director Cooper for the third or fourth time. I still think we've got a problem there from county line, excuse me, to Waltrain, create a huge bottleneck. It's going to go from 6 lanes to 4 lanes to 6 lanes. And it's about a 2-mile stretch there north of the airport. And it's going to be a mess. And as you go back to your nice air conditioning office, you could say Senator Orr is still down there complaining about what's coming. When we finish this very good project, we're appreciative to have it, but we got to get it slick all the way from downtown Huntsville and the interstate for sure.
Yeah, we all agree. You're certainly not alone in that. And no surprise, that was the #1 comment we got at the public hearing for our job. It was, I can't remember if you were there or not, honestly, but
Where was it?
Madison City Hall.
Yeah.
We had big roll maps up on the wall of our nice, beautiful stuff that we drew in our air-conditioned office. Nobody was even looking at that. Everybody was pointing towards the 4 lanes that was left in the middle.
Weren't part of the scope of the project.
Right. We were just saying, we did what we could. We did what we had the money to do. But that's certainly not lost on us. Hopefully,
Well, the director says, if it's pursuant to the most recent traffic counts he had, it's still the 4th or 5th congested interstate section in the state. But I reminded you that it's taxpaying Alabamians primarily who are using that, not people from Illinois, Michigan, whatever, just passing through to go to the beach or go to Orlando. And, so anyway, we can take that message back.
send Mr. Vincent an email right now.
Well, he's heard it. He's heard it.
All right.
I just got a few updates. Long-range transportation plan, we should have a draft to y'all by August. It needs to be approved. The final needs to be approved by September. I'll be coming around and meet with y'all to go over numbers and different things in your community. I found that early, and I found that the last time that we did that, or did it, it was really good to do it that way. But we'll be coming around and talking to each of y'all on an individual basis. The big thing I want to do today is, Scott Lee from Garber's here. I want him to give a small update on our intersection study out on 67 Bethel Road. And Scott, you want to come on up?
Thank you, Wayne. I'll keep this short and sweet. As y'all know, we're doing an intersection study along State Route 67 from Upper River Road down to Skidmore. It also includes analysis and study along Upper River Road and Bethel Road. Traffic data collection was completed late January, which was great due to the reduced traffic that we've experienced with COVID-19. So we had some good baseline traffic data. Also performed field observations to observe anything that may not show up based on just traffic counts. Also included in the study was a safety analysis based on the latest 4 years of available crash data that we were able to obtain. Based on the safety side, the crash rates along State Route 67 and Upper River Road both are a little higher than the statewide average per million vehicle miles traveled. So the crash rates are higher, as I'm sure none of y'all are surprised here, than the statewide average. Existing conditions, Upper River Road at State Route 67, there is a significant queue that develops there, so intersection improvements are needed short-term at Upper River Road and State Route 67, again, which is not surprising to anyone. I'm also experiencing some queue at the interchange ramps for 67 and I-65. Let's see. Marcia Avenue, we also had some queue developing there. Short term, not an immediate need. One thing we're looking at is kind of a long-term recommendation there may be realigning to Garth Road possibly. The safety side of things is what our recommendations are going to include in our next phase. This report that we have completed so far is existing conditions, and then looking at the 2040 no build or do nothing option, just applying growth rate to the existing traffic volumes that we collected earlier this year. Possible improvements at Upper River Road could include realigning Upper River roads to reduce or eliminate the severe skew angle there at Upper River. Intersection improvements, as I mentioned, at State Route 67 and the I-65 ramps. One thing we also noticed was traffic signal coordination. Vehicle progression could be improved by coordinating the timing of the traffic signals a little bit. That will help assist with traffic flow. Access management, which some folks like, some folks don't like. Access management will be a big improvement along the corridor as far as improving safety. Some of the possible options could include driveway closures, consolidation, relocating driveways, even limiting movements for some of the existing driveways, such as right in, right out, to eliminate the conflict points. Another option may be a raised island down the median to prevent folks from making a left turn as they're coming out, and they would have to go east or west or north or south along 67 to do that. Longer term improvements that we are based on the 2040 conditions of no build being a potential widening or interchange at Upper River Road. That would be the no build condition. But 67 and I-65 will need interchange improvements in 2040. One option that we're going to present for consideration by the stakeholders may be a diverging diamond interchange. That's a low-cost measure, relatively speaking, compared to what a brand-new interchange at Upper River Road is. The close proximity between State Route 67 and Upper River Road overpass almost precludes a new interchange from being constructed there. Even realigning Upper River Road to the north, as we presented at the kickoff meeting, it's still virtually impossible to obtain the standard 1 mile gore-to-gore distance between ramps that FHWA is so adamant about. partial interchange, which would be just the ramps on the north side of Upper River Road, is also very difficult, if not impossible, to get approved from Federal Highway Administration. That's some of the things that we can discuss as we review and schedule a meeting. We talked about maybe in the next couple of weeks, trying to get the stakeholders together to review our findings and discuss what our recommended improvements are before we proceed to the recommendations phase, which would include some more detailed layouts, possibly diverging diamond, if that's something that the stakeholders support. Another improvement would be Upper River Road at Indian Hills, looking long-term 2040 and some of the growth that's going on out there. We anticipate intersection improvements being needed there as well. So that's just a short, sweet summary of this report, and I'll be glad to take any questions if anybody has any. Thank you.
Would you like to say anything, Senator?
So,
Thank you. So we have motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second? Second. Any opposed? I just skipped the approval part, so. We're done.